What's up, everybody, and welcome to 3D Rivals News, where we discuss the latest topics in the movie industry. My name is DJ, and I'm joined by my sister,
Della,
and my brother,
Eric.
All right, this week we have a little bit of news. First thing that popped up for me was there's going to be an Edge of Tomorrow sequel. That was that Tom Cruise movie where it was also called Live, Die, Repeat, where he would die and come back.
All right. Is he going to be in it?
I think, yeah, because they said it's going to start shooting after Mission Impossible 8. So it's going to be a while before they start shooting it.
Well, they already started
this
to shoot
movie?
Mission Impossible 8.
Yes.
But it's 7 and 8 back to back, so it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Gosh.
Has anyone seen the movie?
Edge of Tomorrow? I haven't seen it, but I heard it was pretty good, actually.
What's it about? Besides people dying and coming back.
So, there's an alien invasion or something like that, and I don't know who he was. I don't think he was originally a soldier, but he finds out for some reason, I think because of one of the aliens, he got one of their abilities or something like that. Mm-hmm. So when he dies, he comes back living the same day. So he keeps on living the same day over and over again.
Okay.
And of course, he becomes a better fighter because...
Oh, okay. So he learned a lesson.
Right. He knows how he died before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then eventually they win because of that. That's all I can say because I haven't seen it. This is the tidbits I got from other places. I think there's more into why he actually comes back and does that. But to me, the concept's really interesting.
That does sound interesting. Now, why did they wait 10 years?
Has it been that long?
I don't know.
It's been a while. I don't know. But that's a movie that I'll be interested to see. Maybe on one of our retro reviews, we can look
as soon as it shows up on Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon.
I'm pretty sure if they're making a sequel, I'm pretty sure it's going to show up one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard it wasn't too bad.
It was in 2014, so I guess it's not so long.
Okay. It's
5
probably
years. So it's probably going to be about
22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, so probably about a 6 year gap or something.
Yeah. That's not too bad. It used to be that many years between sequels.
Okay.
And not like it is now where it's and next year is part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next bit of news that I had, Paul Dano, I think his name is.
Is he a writer for DC?
Huh?
Is he a writer for DC?
No, he's been cast as the Riddler in the Batman movie.
Okay.
I don't know who that guy is.
He's been in some stuff we never watched, like 12 Years a Slave, and I think Little Miss Sunshine, something like that.
I've seen Little Miss Sunshine.
You have? Okay.
I have.
All right, so he was in that, I think.
Was he the brother?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, well, okay.
Sure.
He's probably the brother. That makes everyone else was old, and then you had the little girl.
Okay.
So it's probably the brother.
So, yeah, a lot of casts coming out for the Batman movie.
That should begin shooting soon.
Yeah, sure. I kind of want to, the story seems interesting. I kind of want to see this. I don't know what... I have no idea what DC's doing.
To be better than whatever we had before.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm confused on the DC story because they have movies outside and inside and adjacent to...
DC's confused on DC story.
So... but this movie seems interesting at least. Also, Zoe Kravitz is cast as Catwoman.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which I was like, that's a pretty good Catwoman.
I feel like she's been making a come up lately and showing up in things.
Well,
I don't feel she's a bad actor. I just feel like she just haven't been put in good roles.
No, she's not a bad actor.
No, that doesn't say. But I think lately she's been showing up more and more to me.
Let's see. She was in the teen movies because she was Hunger Games, and I think she was in...
She was in Hunger Games? Her father was in Hunger Games.
Her father was in... wasn't she in Hunger Games
No,
too?
she was not. I'm about to...
Oh, okay, maybe just her father. She was in Divergent,
Definitely.
I want to say.
I haven't seen that series.
X-Men First Class. Yes. She was in that. She was the girl with the bug wings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
she blends in really, I don't blends in, but she be in stuff and she doesn't stand out.
She does blend in. She was in something else recent, I want to say. I don't know what though.
She did the voice of Mary Jane in Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah,
She's the voice of Catwoman in the
but she
Lego
had
Batman
like
movie.
two lines.
Hey, she was the voice.
Okay. Oh, you know what? The voice of Gwen Stacy surprised me too in that movie.
Yeah. She's been in a TV show.
What's it called?
Zoe
Scream?
Kravitz?
Yeah. No, she was not in Scream Queens. Big Little Lies, which I guess is something I would never watch.
I've never heard of it. So
It's like, I don't think it comes on Lifetime, but I feel like it's a Lifetime kind of show.
okay. But anyway, I think she's a good caliber actress to have for Catwoman. I mean, she's been in action movies like that, so you know.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think it fits.
Yeah,
she looks a lot
cool.
like her
It's
mom.
better than
She
Halle
does.
Berry.
She does look like her mom.
Yeah.
Who's her mom?
Lisa
From
Bonet.
the Cosby Show.
Oh.
For the Cosby Show.
Ah, yes.
She looks so much like the both of them. It's freaky.
Yeah.
Like she's a split
Okay,
image
alright.
of both her parents.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, then that's cool. Here's some news. They're doing a Barney movie.
What?
Oh.
Is
Barney.
it like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Mr. Rogers movie that they're gonna?
No.
No, it's not a documentary. I don't think.
It's a
It's an
Barney
actual
movie.
A Barney movie.
Okay.
With purple dinosaur and all.
Wow.
Yeah. Are they doing the guy in a suit, purple dinosaur, or CGI?
Doesn't matter. It's a
I don't
purple
know. I'm just
dinosaur.
confused at what they're like. What are you making?
So my thought was like, is Barney still a thing?
I don't think so.
But I guess they're gonna make it a thing again.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. That was kind of like a thing when we were kids.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Barney.
Speaking of Batman, Jonah Hill left, but then I was like, huh.
Well, yeah, that's why this guy is the Riddler now.
Jonah Hill
Oh,
was
Jonah
gonna
Hill
be
was
the
supposed to be
Riddler.
the Riddler?
Yeah.
That was a
Oh
horrible
man.
choice.
Well, I'm glad he left. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know who he was supposed to be. I'm like, I don't know, inmate number 2? Why gonna be the Riddler?
Yeah. I think he was asking for too much or something.
Yeah,
Where,
maybe
like,
number
no one's sad about Jonah Hill leaving.
No. No.
I didn't read it. I just saw that he left, but he was supposed to be the Riddler.
Yeah. So what if this Barney movie is like a horror movie?
It's not. It's gonna be just like, I don't know what
Barney the purple dinosaur.
can't movie comes out like that anymore.
Huh?
I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what else they're gonna do. No, but no, wouldn't it be? And then like they have like this horror trailer, and Barney comes around the corner. I love you.
Right. And then he does that weird laugh.
You know, this is person on YouTube that does that. Like they make trailers for different genres. Like it will be, let's say, an Avengers movie, and they're like, okay, it's a romantic comedy trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, okay, let's do a horror trailer now. Some of them are really good. Or you'd be like, okay.
I saw.
Yeah, like if you put that line out when.
I saw something like that, but it was SNL, and they were doing Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch, but it was like they were making fun of the Joker movie. So instead of the guy playing the Joker, he was playing Oscar the Grouch, and basically it was saying how like Sesame Street has gone downhill. It's not the place that it used to be anymore. So like Bert and Ernie was walking down the alleyway, and the guy rolled up on him, was like, hand me the rubber ducky. And he was like, Bert, should I give it? He was like, give it to him, Ernie.
I need a movie like that in my life.
The making of Oscar the Grouch. So Oscar the Grouch became who he is because Sesame Street was getting worse. And so, like, you know, the Sesame Street theme song, he was singing it, but it was in such a creepy way.
Yeah, they just slowed it down.
Huh?
Can we?
Yeah.
Wait, how's it go?
Can you tell
right.
me
Yeah,
how
yeah,
to get,
yeah. So he was like,
how to get
tell
to Sesame
me
Street?
how to get to Sesame Street.
And you know it's creepy if you could do any song but have like children sing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Just have children sing it slowly with like this ambient song.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always
It
creepy.
is.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
creepy.
Yeah. So yeah, that was hilarious.
Well, they did that for Age of Ultron, and they used Pinocchio's song.
Yeah,
Yep, and it was
it
creepy.
was.
And it was like, wow.
Yeah.
There are no strings on me. So, yeah. No, I'm thinking, what was I forgot what I was looking at, but it made me think of Marvel and DC. And I was like, one of the only things that would make me like feel as nerd happy as Endgame did would be a Marvel and DC crossover. I need one in my life.
That would be incredibly hard
Yeah,
to
it
do.
would.
I need one.
Well,
But I mean-
you need DC to have established
That is true.
characters and actors. Can we have one actor play the same character for more than one?
That's
for more than
true.
2 movies?
Robert Downey Jr. did play one character for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
Hey,
a
but
continuous story that
That
made
would
sense.
be classic,
Yeah.
though. That would be classic.
Oh man, you would break the box
Yeah.
office.
Yes, that's $3 billion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I would
as-
go see it even if it came out to be like a hot
that's-
mess. I'll be
oh,
down.
oh,
Oh, yeah, I'm going to see
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
The
gonna be
reviews, the
live
critics
out
can
the
go, this is
door."
horrible, everything. I'm still going to see it.
Yeah,
I want it in my
I
life.
think all the fans, for sure. As long as the
Yeah.
storyline is better than the actual comic book storyline.
Well, they made Civil War better than the actual Civil War
Yeah.
comic storyline.
Yeah,
so.
you know. Keeping the worlds apart from a taped up cardboard box.
So stupid. Oh boy. All right. So the Barney horror movie that's going to be coming out. Keep an eye out for that. Keep your children safe.
Right.
Black Adam. Apparently that's going to be.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Rock is
Yeah, I was
still
about to
Black
say,
Adam.
All right, I
The
feel like
Rock.
this been in production for a long time.
Yeah. Well, you know, DC.
Okay.
So it's going to start shooting next summer supposedly. So
Wow.
seems like DC's moving on because their last movie was Justice League, right? No, Shazam. Shazam.
Yeah. Aquaman.
And before anyone says anything, I'm not counting Joker
This is
because
not
it's
a
not
part
a
of
part
anything.
of the universe. I'm talking about the DC universe that they have going on.
Right.
And Joker really isn't even a comic book movie.
Right. That's true.
So, yeah, Shazam. But Shazam came out earlier this year.
Yes.
Okay, it just seems like it's been like a big long gap.
Probably
It has
because
been.
Marvel has like 3 movies and they all like humongous,
Yeah.
and DC has one movie that you're just kind of
Right.
like,
'Cause
okay.
Shazam
Well, you
came
had
out
Aquaman
around
last.
Captain Marvel.
Well, a month after, I think.
Yeah, and Aquaman was in like what, December or
I
something.
thought it was like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it was around
Like
November.
around-
I know it was cold.
Yeah, it was around November, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so Aquaman, and then Shazam.
Yeah, it has been
Okay.
nothing since.
Is anything coming out next year?
1984 Wonder Woman.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Forgot about that movie. I forgot they were making them.
Yes.
It hasn't been in the news at all. Like, there's
No.
been no talk about it.
True.
I mean, the first Wonder Woman movie was 2/3 of a good movie, as I always say. So, this one might be cool.
It was good up
okay.
until the end. I would
Yeah.
say the last
Well,
30
then it's not
minutes.
good.
I say the last 30 to 25
I
minutes of the movie.
said 2/3 of a good movie. Excuse me. Oh, 3/4. of a good movie.
Okay.
Because no, it was really interesting until like it should have ended after she thought she killed Ares and she didn't. It should just ended there
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
instead of no. Actually, there is somebody controlling everybody, and everybody's not just inherently bad. Like, yeah, you set up a lesson and then you destroyed it. Good job, writer.
Pretty much.
All right. So yeah, Black Adam starting filming next summer. So I guess 2021 you'll see that movie coming out.
Who is Black Adam?
The kind of the counterpart to Shazam.
Yeah.
Oh, he's his bad
Except
guy.
for he's not a kid.
Yeah,
He's an adult.
yeah. Is he? He's a bad. He is a bad guy,
He's a
right?
bad guy.
Oh, so we're getting a whole movie on a villain?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Shazam was very well received. So if it's anything like that, it probably will be a good movie. Last bit of news that I had personally, Mulan. This
Okay.
movie. So apparently it's going through reshoots, which is normal for any movie, but it's going through extensive reshoots that's projected to take 4 months, I think I read.
Are they adding Mushu?
I don't know. We're not sure if they're adding songs or Mushu to
Okay.
two of the things that people are
They're adding songs.
mad about.
They're adding.
They're adding songs. Yeah, so there's a couple of things with this movie that's telling me it's not going to make any money.
That China's not
they're-
going to watch it.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. That China's not gonna watch it. But first, the initial backlash. First, everyone liked the trailer, and then backlash started coming because no Mushu, no songs. You know, I can't listen to "Make a Man Out of You," which is the only reason why I want to watch Mulan. Not true, but like, it's a big reason.
Yes.
So, you know, there was a boycott going on, which I don't know if those ever really worked.
No.
They don't
they
do
don't.
anything, but okay.
But that was going on, which I think a lot of people, part of their big audience, a part of the audience in the West over here that would want to see it, you took away a lot of the things that they would want to see. So I think they probably lost a lot of people there. And then, as Derek mentioned, China doesn't want to watch the movie because apparently, now we had our theory that like they changed it to be more accurate. Apparently, it's inaccurate, and so now the Chinese people are like, we don't want to watch this because it's inaccurate. So you didn't even make it accurate to
So bad.
the Chinese history. You took away the stuff from the cartoon that is the only reason why people over here would want to watch it. Like, you know, I don't want to watch a different movie. And then also another thing with China and the rest of the world, the main actress making her comments about the supporting the Chinese government, which people did not agree
Yeah,
with.
that's pretty big right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing going around. Like LeBron James just got in some trouble.
Yep.
Yes, people keep your mouth closed about these things.
I was gonna say, I'm like, can't actors and people learn that some things you need to just remain neutral on if you have a certain opinion? Maybe not say it when you have a movie coming out about China.
Yeah.
And the people of China currently are not happy
About that said
with the
movie
government.
and the government.
Yeah, and then so and that's the thing. So you have the U.S., the first biggest market, and then China, your second biggest market, and they're not happy about the movie, anything about it. So I'm like, I don't know, they ain't gonna make any money.
It
That's
is not
fine.
looking good.
Yeah, not a good look for us.
Well, they're coming up with 3 Marvels movie that same year anyways, right? They got their money.
Well, yeah. And so, can we? I mean, do we attribute? I know Disney makes the money from the Marvel movies, but the success has nothing to do with Disney. Let's be honest. I mean, well, their money, I guess.
Yeah. It's their money. It's their movie.
Fine.
Right. Isn't it Disney's Mulan?
Yeah, it's Disney's Mulan directly. Marvel movies go through Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
It's still. It's the Disney thing.
So yeah, whatever.
It is.
Okay, fine. They suck, and they ruined Mulan and Lion King. So I'm not
Yeah,
happy.
Lion King made a lot of money, even though they
Yet
ruined
it
it.
did. These children don't know what they're
No, they don't.
missing.
No, they don't.
So that was the news that I have for the week. Did any of you guys have?
I thought you were
anything
going to talk about what's his face.
Who?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, okay, we can mention it. We talked a little bit about this last week. It was kind of our main news topic, the hate that Marvel movies are getting, and the director, right?
Yes.
Of the Godfather movies.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and said that he agreed with Scorsese, and that Scorsese didn't go far enough, that they were horrible. It wasn't, the exact word wasn't horrible, but basically that it's a shame that these movies are being made, basically, is what he was saying. I don't know if I want to talk about it,
because that's like saying like every Marvel movie. Every action movie. There shouldn't be any action movies because Marvel movies they're action movies.
They're just action movies.
They're entertainment.
Yeah.
Every movie doesn't have to be The Godfather or Apocalypse Now or whatever.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just want to watch things blow up.
Yeah. Well, kind of like, okay, James Bond movies. What are those?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
said
get
this
it. So
last week or a few episodes ago. It's just like every movie doesn't have to be a blockbuster hit. Like,
and the movies that are more like
emotional
movies that make you think, those are generally not blockbusters, and we don't expect them to be.
No, but I just sometimes just give me an action movie. It's not ruining anything by having action movies out there.
Right.
It's not taking anything away from Martin Scorsese's work. It's not taking anything from Francis Ford Coppola's work.
Yeah.
I like their movies just as much as I like Marvel movies.
Yeah. And I don't think this is a fact, but even if it were, like, if the movie industry were losing money, which apparently it's not.
No, but there are there's a lot of down months, and then you have that one movie that saves it all.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The thing is, it's not those movies that are taken away. I would say, if you put it together, I would say the streaming services are taking away.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I think it's just the lack of good movie.
That could be it too.
You know what I mean? Like, because you feel like, okay, Downton Abbey made money, Crazy Rich Asians made money. Those weren't action movies.
Yeah.
But they were also good movies. And I think that we become, inundated with so many movies that are just not good.
Well, people have more of a choice, too. So it's no longer where it's like, well, we have nothing to do this weekend. Let's go watch a movie, and you just pick a random one. And then now we have so much information about movies. Now I don't have to go to the theater going, I guess this would be good, and go see it. Now I'll be like, do you want to see this movie? Let's see what it's about.
Because before you had to wait to the Friday magazine or see what Ebert and Roper said about it.
Yeah.
Now it's like a week before the movie come out, I can know everything about it if I want to.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of it has to back where someone can say, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
And if I'm on the fence about it, I would rather save my $10.
Right. And so that's the thing that I think is happening pretty much with these movies. But I don't know. I'm not going to talk about this too much because we talked about it extensively last week. But I don't get why bash the Marvel movies. They're not doing anything to you. Like, no one is going, but your movie's not like Avengers. Nobody's doing that. So I don't understand. And like I said last week, you don't have to like these movies. If you hate Avengers Endgame, that's fine. Like, because everyone's taste is different. Mm-hmm. They may not like it. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be made.
Yeah.
Especially when the majority of people like it.
Yeah.
So, and then as for the actors that say it, I think the actors are just salty because they weren't in the
first of all, the actor that said it, like, you haven't been in a decent movie in forever, so.
I haven't been in anything decent since Friends.
Yeah. I was
going
to say Larry Cable, but she was on Friends when Larry Cable.
Since Friends.
Well, the Ross guy does voice acting. He's been in stuff.
Yeah. And then the one girl, she was in Scream.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
She was in stuff. She was in a lot of stuff.
She was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But
she did TV.
It's just like, you can't critique this movie if you haven't been in a good movie.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
And I mean, look, I like Jennifer Aniston as much as the next person, but real talk, her movies don't be good.
No. They're kind of one of those movies where it's like, it's on Netflix and I'm like, oh, I'm bored.
Right, like I watched, what was the one she did with, and not the Clue movie, but the other one she did with Adam Sandler.
Oh.
There was another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name. I know
it was like, I watched it, and it was like, okay, but that was it.
Okay.
Like, I would never watch
it
this
wasn't
again.
bad. It was better than what I thought. But, yeah.
I was like, I'll never watch this again. So, yeah, I don't know. Let someone who be winning a bunch of Oscars. Let Glenn Close tell me what she think of the Marvel movies. Then come back to me.
Wasn't she in one?
Yeah.
Was Glenn Close in the Marvel movie?
She was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, see?
Oh, well,
apparently Glenn Close doesn't think these movies are crap. I think, you know what? That's fair enough. Thank you, Glenn Close.
Yep, she was part of the cover.
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, she was also Cruella de Vil, though.
Yes.
That is true.
Yep.
So she might do anything.
I don't think she'll do anything, but I think there's some things where she's like, oh, yeah.
She's a good actor, though.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of actually high-profile actors that small roles even.
Matt Damon did a cameo in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
He did. Oh, and then the guy that plays Odin.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
God, man. He's not Gene Hackman.
No.
Why can't we think of this dude's name?
No, I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name. But he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Wow, that's a shame. We should know his name. We've lost all of our followers right now.
Yes, that guy. What is his name?
Well, anyhow. Goodness, I can't believe it's just like a brain thing.
Hannibal Lecter, but
no.
Anthony Hopkins.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's like high end right there. So
yeah,
and he brought it, and he doesn't hate these movies.
Yeah, right. And he probably
seemed like he had fun making them
either.
He probably haven't,
and he doesn't have to.
No,
it's fine. All right. So that being said, that's the end of the news. So we will go on to what you doing, Della. What you doing this week?
So. Nothing really interesting, but there was a couple of things that irked me this weekend. So I'm going to talk about that.
Sure.
Number one, who said quinoa was healthy? Like, why is this better for us? So I ate it for the first time over the weekend. Have you ever had this?
Yeah, I had quinoa.
It's like eating pebbles.
Yeah, it is. I don't understand why.
It's
not a replacement for rice. It's not.
Like, I feel like it has just as many calories and just as many carbs. Why can't I eat regular rice?
I don't know. Is there other nutrients?
I felt like I took a mouthful of birdseed.
It was just like, it's like eating sand. I was like, why did I do this to myself? I was just like, getting healthy is not worth it if this is what it takes.
I mean, I've never seen a point in quinoa. Sometimes I would replace rice with cauliflower.
I can't. The white broccoli?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's fine. It is, especially like I've made a fried rice out of cauliflower instead of rice. It tastes like fried rice.
Man,
I draw the line
had a cauliflower crusted pizza. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's different.
It's disgusting.
Ew,
that's different.
No.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I made a cauliflower pizza.
No.
Why?
And it wasn't pizza. The thing was, it just didn't become like, it didn't hold. So it was kind of soft.
Why can't you just go with regular bread? Are you on a diet?
Not currently. This was a while back. I need to go back on one. But I have intermittent dieting, try to keep myself from getting too fat. Until like just can't do it anymore. But yeah, no, cauliflower rice is fine. I would say it's too expensive in the stores. Plus, it's not as healthy. You will have to make it yourself, but it takes a lot of work.
How do you make it yourself?
You get the cauliflower and you grate it off into
With like a cheese grater?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a blender or something?
Then that won't.
No,
be
you
nice.
don't want the stems.
I know. I mean, like, or a food
You only
processor?
want the floral parts.
Oh. So what you do
Yeah,
with the
like,
little
why would
stem
you
part?
get the stem? What, you throw it away.
Well, that's wasteful.
You want to eat that? I don't like
I'm-
eating the stem part of the broccoli. It's disgusting.
It's just like the fuzzy part. First
No,
of
it's
all,
not.
anyways, the fuzzy part of the broccoli is the
It
gross
is.
part. It's fuzzy.
Oh my goodness, yes it is.
No, that's the best
it's
part.
not.
No, it's not.
You like
It's
the stem part? The
fuzzy.
stem part's disgusting.
First of all, I only eat broccoli because if I didn't eat broccoli, I would eat literally no
Agreed.
vegetables.
I know.
Agreed.
That's the purpose of
Agreed.
broccoli. It's like the only vegetable I can eat.
Well,
Well, carrots are
broccoli-
fine.
Yeah.
You're right. I started eating baby
Well,
carrots.
raw carrots.
Yeah, raw carrots.
I have an aversion to cooked
I do not
carrots.
eat because it's mushy and
You
gross.
don't have to
Yeah,
cook
it's
it to
disgusting,
be
and it
mushy,
changes
though.
the flavor. It definitely changes the
You
flavor.
can
Yeah.
cook carrots
It's
and it
disgusting.
still be hard. Like it doesn't have to be mushy.
I just said change the flavor. Raw carrots only. So yeah, I'll tell you guys, cauliflower rice is fine.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm not trying it.
But no, quinoa, yeah, bad. But what else got on your nerves this week?
Hulu.
What
So
happened with
apparently Hulu updated to give you better suggestions on stuff or whatever.
Hulu suggestions are
Yep.
horrible.
They're
Yes, they are.
horrible. And I do not understand why, one, how come I cannot skip an intro on Hulu? You know, on Netflix, skip intro so I don't have
Yeah.
to watch the show come on again and again and again.
Yeah.
How come Hulu don't have that button?
I don't know.
Right? Annoying. And then another thing. So this week, the Chicago series, you ever watch that? Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD?
I haven't watched them. I heard of them though.
So they had a 3-episode crossover, right? So I watched the first episode. It was just okay. I watched the first episode. And then after the episode ended, you think they're going to show you the next episode?
No,
It was like, how about SWAT? I was like, first of all, I don't watch SWAT.
Hulu is like that for real.
and then but here's the thing: Hulu will play it.
They will
yeah,
play
you
it.
would have 8 seconds to make a decision, or it will.
And I was
play.
like casting it from my tablet. So I had to like get up and find my tablet.
Yep.
And I'm like, I've never watched this. Don't.
I'm like, and they give you stuff like, I've never
Yeah.
watched this. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know what am I watching. You're watching Scrubs? How about Rick and Morty? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Like, oh,
No.
watching Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay? Oh, how about Dead Man Walking? Like, what, huh? I'm confused. What is this? It's a Hulu original.
It's-
Like, no, I don't know.
It was just so random and it didn't fit. And I'm like, why would you not play the next episode in this series? It was just so
I don't
annoying.
know.
So
That's kind of like on YouTube where I'm watching like someone with a multi-episode series.
YouTube is horrible.
yeah.
And if I don't watch, if I didn't click on their playlist, it would be like, well, just another random video. And I'm like, why wouldn't you play? Or they play something at the end of the series,
Yeah.
and I'm on like episode 2. I'm like, why? No.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. The Marvel, whatever Avenger cartoon is out now, was it Avengers Assemble or something?
I haven't
stupid?
seen a single episode.
But
of
yeah,
it.
it is.
Anyways, while I was doing my research on House of M, they have a House of M episode.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna try to watch it, but it's in 5-minute clips because it's not legal. So
Lord.
I'll let you know if I can get that in order
Okay.
in 5-minute pieces. But so yeah, that's my what you doing.
Interesting. Now that we know 3D Rivals dieting tips, Derek, what are you doing?
Okay, so it is this new show on Netflix called Explained, and it is very interesting show because each episode, and they drop a new episode every week. So season 1 started in 2018 around September, and the end of September they started season 2. And basically the gist of the show is just different things that we do on a regular basis or different topics that goes on in our life that people may talk about. They break it down in like 20-minute episodes. So like it was just like an episode on music. And so it was just like when does sound becomes music? Why are we so drawn to music? And then it's just like everything that we do in our life is around music. And it was just like, what happens when there is no music? And then it was just like life would be very dull and boring without it. And then it's just like things like um electronic sports, like how that took off, the stock market. And so one of my favorite episodes I seen recently was about the water crisis and how that we can run out of water. Thought it was pretty interesting because it was like interesting things about water that we don't readily pay attention to. Because it's like when you look at the world, it brought out like it's 70% water. So it's just like if it's 70% water, how can we run out? But it's like
Most of us
out of
are.
the seven,
Barely any of it's drinkable.
2.5% water is drinkable and used to like bathing and cleaning. And out of the 2.5, 1% of that water is in glaciers and snowfields. So that now that number is 1.5 of fresh water that we use. And then it was saying that everyone is not accessible to fresh water. And then you think about it, it's just like people like the example of the United States. Like you have places like Wyoming and Montana and stuff like that where they may be able to get water from streams or rivers. But what if one year there's a drought and the stream dries or the river dries up? They have a temporary drought because there is no other access. So I just thought it was like pretty interesting because it also brought out like how to conserve water, and be, careful with water because like how much water we actually waste that we don't even think about. And,
Yeah, I
and
guess
most
so.
of the water is wasted, used uh in the toilet. Like it was like that is the most wasteful use of.
Really? I would think it'd be water parks.
Well,
'Cause every time I
They
go to-
reuse that
I
water.
wanted to take
I know,
notes
it's
on it,
just gross.
but it was like I was at work when I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Right. Because
So
every time I go
it's
to Vegas,
reused.
I'd be like, this is a lot of water for a desert.
Yeah, so it's like it just goes through the pump system again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but they got to pump water in because it still evaporates.
Yeah, but it's probably less wasteful than everybody flushing
Yeah.
their toilet.
Well, that was the thing. It was saying like the amount of times that people use the bathroom and flush the toilet. It was like, yeah, we use a lot of water.
Or the amount of times that my 3-year-old flushes the toilet.
Oh, he's at that age now. Where that's like the most exciting
Here
thing.
today, he was standing there constantly flicking the handle down. I'm not even going to get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, every kid. But
Yeah.
it is a very good show. Like it talks about very like interesting things like design, women's rights, political correctness, like very, very intriguing, thought provoking things. There's an episode about the brain and the brain capacity too. I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch that.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, I was doing something less educational this week. So I TLDR'd X-23 and her origin and most of her story. I didn't get all the way to the end because it's really long.
Okay.
It's definitely too long. Don't read and maybe listen in parts.
Okay.
But interesting. I think I learned about it before, but X-23 is definitely an interesting character. Interesting fact: our cartoon X-Men Evolution is the creation of X-23. She was not in the comics before.
Oh
Until
that.
after
wow!
that.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay.
So she was created for the cartoon X-23, with not for X-Men Evolution.
Yes, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Which that was one of my favorite episodes because I was like, oh, Wolverine Cologne, and I was like, she's awesome, and she's awesome in the comics.
She is. She's a beast.
Yeah, but like her start is, oh, gosh, kind of worse than Wolverine's.
So she was a clone, and they kept her in a box and trained her to fight.
Be an assassin.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know if anybody ever read the Batgirl series. Not
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah. Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, who was raised by her assassin father, and he never spoke to her.
Okay.
So she didn't know how to speak.
Yeah.
And basically it replaced that part of her brain, like, because what does your brain do when it doesn't use something? It just replaces it with something else.
Yeah.
So all of her fighting skills and stuff like that, it
Enhance.
just became...
Because she reads people's
yeah, she could
body
read
cues.
people.
Yep.
Yeah. So the way Cassandra Cain was brought up, they kind of remind X-23, just being brought up in the lab, and they would send her out to assassinate people and then take her back. Also, they had like a trigger scent. So, like, they would, if they put the scent on something, she would go into, like, a wild rage. So, it was interesting. I definitely want to see X-23 in the movies.
I do, too.
I'm sure they're leading into that. Because she's pretty popular,
Yeah,
right?
she is.
Yeah, she's definitely popular. So, that would be interesting. Another thing I did was a bit further on the nerd scale.
All right.
But... I don't know. I was watching these videos on YouTube about the hacking scene with video game consoles and basically how each console was overtaken by the hacker. Like, they'll break into it so they can make homebrew applications. Basically, it's stuff that allows you to make your own games or own programs that work on that system. And it was just interesting to see the back and forth because it would be like, oh, the hackers found a way to hack the system and do their thing, and then, you know, Nintendo or whatever will make a patch to the system, and then the hackers will find a way around the patch, and then they'll be like, oh, now the system's unbreakable, and then the hackers will break it. They always say it was like 3 systems where the company claimed that it was unhackable.
Well, it is initially, but there's always some guy out there who's like, who's going to keep trying until they get it. And I think that's true with anything. Is like your credit card security. Oh, we have 2-factor authentication, you know? Like, okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to break that too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was always something. Like the PS2, it's like, oh, you did this, but you didn't think about the memory card slot. Let's stick something in there. And now I hacked into this, you know? And it's like, oh, okay. So that's what I did. That was it, basically.
Yep, definitely on a nerd scale.
Yeah, well, whatever. I thought it was interesting. I was never on the hacking scene.
I think hacking is very interesting.
It is. It's not how they portray it in TVs.
No, it is not.
No.
But it is. I do find joy out of it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I did hack my Nintendo 3DS. But I follow other people. I didn't come up with a way to do it.
Yeah, the same thing when I got the navigation system on my car to work.
Yeah.
I followed directions, but I got the navigation system on my car to work.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty good. That is all I have for the week. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for listening. We always appreciate it. If you want to reach out to us, we are on Facebook. That is facebook.com/3D Rivals. Also, you can hit us up on Gmail, 3drivals@gmail.com, or tweet at us. That's 3_rivals, at 3_rivals on Twitter. Other than that, again, thank you for listening, and peace out.